What do you get when you combine a medieval castle, a mighty army on the attack, an English playwright known for drama, and a vibrant Polish community in the heart of Houston? You get Kids Eye View's Tour of Europe right here in Texas.
We're a real Texas family discovering our world, one destination at a time. I'm Delaney. Culture and history are my specialties. What's the German word for?
I'm Nikki, and I bring the fun.
This is Paris! It's a clue!
And I'm their mom, Jeannie, with trip tips for parents.
Okay, Elizabeth, I think it's time for some adult flavors for the moms and dads out there.
We explore around the globe and in our own Texas backyard to help families make culture and history their story.
First up, we hit the road to find a European castle fit for a Texas king. Belleville, here we come. We heard there's a European castle just outside Houston in Belleville. And this is the meeting place, Newmans Bakery. First, we need directions to the castle. Newmans Castle isn't visible from the street. We turn down a beautiful country road, and pretty soon, we see our first clue at the gate. We hop out and are greeted by the Dog of Kings. Meet Avalon. She's an Irish wolfhound who loves kids. Hi, I'm Delaney from Kids
My name's Sir Joseph. Yeah, I'm the second host. Mike will be the host today, and I wish y'all have a good, nice time.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have y'all.
The first thing we need is, you guessed it, some swords. You never know what battle awaits in the medieval walls of Newmans Castle. Just one question. They have a real moat. Do you think there's gators in there? The castle's owner, Mike Newman, arrives to tell us about his dream to build it.
I started building the castle in 1998. I worked on it for about an 8-year period of time before I was at the point where I could move in. And I have been living here since then, probably around the year 2006, 2007 is when I moved in. For quite a while. It's my home. I have pretty much built it by myself over an extended period of time.
Where do you sleep?
I have a bedroom in the back, a bed. King's Chambers, yes. There's a bedroom back there and you'll be able to see everything when you go across the drawbridge after a while. But yeah, I built it and I live it. Any other questions?
Ooh, are there crocodiles in the moat?
There's a plastic one.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Can we go in the castle?
You're going to be going in very soon. You will be going in very soon. There's a lot of things for you to look at inside the castle. In order to get across the moat into the castle, we'll have to cross the drawbridge. The wooden part of the drawbridge does raise and lower. I have some chains that go through the wall right there that we will show you how to operate the drawbridge in a little bit. There are 5 round towers on the perimeter wall of the castle. There's a dungeon in one of these towers, this tower to the left. There's a chapel in the tower to the north. 3 towers here on the right are part of the main living area. Gatehouse is front and center. Behind the gatehouse, there's a castle keep. The castle keep has a spiral staircase that goes up to the very top, to the rooftop up there. You will be able to climb up there and look around and survey the area. It's a beautiful view.
In case we need to defend ourselves, Sir Mike has us knighted. Delaney.
Dame Delaney. Don't act nervous. No, I'm not going to chop your head off.
Sloan.
Dame Sloan.
Nikki.
Dame Nikki.
Bryn.
Dame Bryn. Excellent. Now you have all been entrusted with a sword. You're dubbed knights here at the castle for today. What do you plan on doing with such a fine weapon that you have in your hand here?
Protecting the castle, protecting Newmans Castle with our lives.
Oh, that's very noble in him. That's very noble.
Little bad guys.
Kill bad guys. That's more like it.
Coming up, we'll learn what a trebuchet is and find out what happens when we storm the castle. Kids Eye View supports the House of Hope for Children, Casa de Esperanza. Join the Pop for Hope Challenge. It's easy. Make a video blowing a bubble, donate to Casa de Esperanza, and post your video on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag Casa de Esperanza. Then challenge your friends to Pop for Hope. Kids Eye View challenges you to help us end child abuse and Pop for Hope.
Pop for hope!
Back at the castle, we found a medieval weapon from the past that today brings lots of fun to visitors of Newmans Castle. This trebuchet, or catapult, can fling a projectile at enemy castles. Let's give it a shot.
Watch the catapult!
Time for a sneak attack.
Follow me into this battle. Attack!
Except the castle is the other way. We figure it out. But we're no match for the castle forces, and pretty soon we're headed to the moat.
Anyone else have anything else to say about them? Yeah, what would you like to
They were so kind.
We will always remember them in our hearts.
say? You will always remember them in your heart. There you go. You know, it's a shame that they're not going to be able to enjoy any extra cookies. What do you think we should do with them? There's no need to cry over spilled milk for a whole long time.
Wait! We're not dead yet! We're not dead yet!
You're not dead yet. It's a miracle. They're not dead yet. Wow!
Next thing we know, we're in the dungeon.
I didn't do it, I swear. A bloody hand. Gosh, a bloody what?
With fellow inmates, like this kitty, an old pro at getting out of a tight spot. After we talk our way out, we have time to explore.
When you see stairs, that means you have to go up.
And figure out who's making all that noise. You can even ring the tower bells. When you get to the top, the view is amazing. This would be a great place to play Capture the Flag. Back in the courtyard, I take a minute to practice my sword fighting skills and sit down with Sir Mike.
So why did you decide to build your castle in Belleville?
Belleville's my hometown. I grew up here and I've been living here. I have Newmans Bakery in Belleville. I started it 32 years ago now. And I bought some land out here in the country to build me a home. And the castle for me is nothing more than just my private home. And it looks like a castle. It's been a major project and I've pretty much needed to build it all by myself with the assistance of a helper, simply because I always say that it was hard to find castle contractors in the area. It would have been a lot easier to drag a trailer house down the driveway and park it back here in the woods, but this has been a lot more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
And I built it as my private home with the intention of keeping everybody away. After I finished the construction, which took probably about 10 years on the original stuff, a lot of people were wanting to come out and look at the house. And I decided to open it up and let people come out and share it with them. And I can't believe the response I've had from people. I like watching people have fun. And you've had a good time out here. And I like that. So it feeds something inside here for me. And then it's a good way to create somebody else's imagination.
Mike Newman is a one-of-a-kind Texan and has built an incredible castle that you too can tour and enjoy lunch from Newman's Bakery in the Grand Hall. It's a great way to experience an afternoon of Europe in your own backyard. To find out more about Newman's Castle, visit our website at kidseyeview.com and click on the Trip Tips tab.
We're We're a real Texas family exploring our world, one road trip at a time. If there's a city, a beach, or a country road, Kids Eye View is going to explore
Once you get
it.
to the top and you're with the birds, the view is beautiful.
Let's get food trucking.
Whoppa! We're not dead yet! We're not dead yet!
Kids can do anything.
Kids Eye View is driven by Land Rover Houston Central. Where will your Land Rover take you next?
We hop back into the Rover to find an annual tribute to a famous British playwright in a tiny town called Winedale. Bring on the drama.
It's Shakespeare in Winedale.
For 35 years, students from the University of Texas College of Liberal Arts have been performing Shakespeare's famous plays every spring and summer in a 19th century barn. In a field in the middle of Winedale. It's the perfect place to run into a Greek god as the cast rehearses, the locals relax, and we enjoy one of Shakespeare's rarely seen plays, Pierogies. First, we catch up with actor and Houston's own Kendall DeBeer.
He doing so, but for to seize, where when men been, there's seldom ease.
So how long have you been doing Shakespeare in Winedale?
I have been doing Shakespeare at Winedale since 2013 in the spring, and this is my first summer out here, but I've been doing Shakespeare since 7th grade, so I've just been doing it a long time, but Winedale since 2013.
What's your favorite play?
My favorite play by Shakespeare is one of the plays we're doing this summer. It's Twelfth Night. It's a comedy, and I really love it because while it's a comedy and has a lot of really hilarious scenes, there's also some sort of tragic elements to it, and there's a lot of music and just general really fun things, and there's some really strong female characters in it, which is not necessarily true of all other Shakespeare plays, but I really enjoy it, and I've enjoyed working on it out here.
After a quick introduction by director James Lowland, the story begins. Pericles is the tale of a young prince who discovers the answer to a king's riddle when no one else can figure it out.
I am no viper, yet I feed.
This makes the king angry, so Pericles fears for his life and he flees. His ship becomes caught in a storm and wrecks on an island. It turns out the king of this island is holding a tournament that very day, and the prize is the hand of his beautiful daughter. Pericles wins her hand and they fall in love and marry. But poor Pericles is not very lucky. He's told his wife dies while carrying his baby daughter. Heartbroken, he returns to the sea and gives his daughter to a couple to raise. Pericles lives the rest of his life alone, mourning the loss of his tiny family. With the help of the goddess Diana, his wife and daughter are reunited with Pericles, and the story has a happy ending.
Where by her own most clear remembrance, she made known herself my daughter.
Voice and favor, you are, O royal Pericles.
Kids may not understand all the Shakespearean language, but the acting is so dramatic that they really pay attention.
Oh, 'tis too true.
But see what heaven can do by this our change. These mouths, who but of late earth.
It might just give them the acting bug.
Shakespeare in Winedale. Shakespeare at Winedale is a great way to get kids into these famous works. It's a program through the University of Texas College of Liberal Arts. For information on their next season, go to our website, kids-i-view.com, and click on the Trip Tips tab.
When we decided to explore Europe in our own Texas backyard, we knew with Houston's diverse population, we'd find lots of fun things going on close to home. If you live in West Houston, you might be surprised to find that one of Eastern Europe's most colorful and fun communities is literally right down the street. There are about 250,000 Polish Americans that call the state of Texas home, and over 55,000 of them live right here in Houston. Just off Blaylock Road, you'll find the heartbeat of Houston's Polish community, thriving. As is often the case with immigrant populations, their center is based around a church that brings families together to celebrate their culture and heritage. For Polish Houstonians, that meeting place is Our Lady of Czestochowa Polish Catholic Church. Established in 1982, it's considered to be one of the most vibrant Polish communities in the United States and is a place for both young and old Poles to come together to celebrate their heritage, among beautiful religious pieces flown in straight from the homeland. The church is open to not only those of Polish heritage, but to all ethnic groups. It's also home to a Polish school that's making sure young Texans retain their language and heritage.
Witamy w polskiej szkole imieniem Mikołaja Kopernika w Houston.
Looking at these Polish words reminds us of their English translation. Maybe we can learn Polish too. Our favorite thing about having a piece of Poland in our backyard is the annual Polish Harvest Festival, or Dożynki, every September. It's a traditional harvest celebration, just like in Poland, complete with traditional clothing, music, dancing, and you guessed it, amazing food. Kids Eye View catches up with Chris Crozel. It's Chris's job to get his community together so Houstonians can learn what it's like to be Polish, even if it's just for the weekend.
This is Chris Crozel, the chairman of the 2015 Polish Harvest Festival.
In Polish, we call it Dożynki.
Chris.
Like a lot of Polish Texans, Chris left Poland and moved to the U.S. when he was just a kid.
I was a teenager, just like you. I was 13, and my first thought when I came to Texas, it was really hot.
Chris, this is quite an outfit. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, this is the original outfit what Highlanders been wearing since many, many years ago. It's all handmade, and most of it is from wool.
That looks dangerous. What is it?
Yes, this is the ox. When Highlanders went up to the mountains with their sheep, they will use this ox to protect themselves from wolves. Do you know any Polish dances?
No, but I'd like to learn
As soon as Chris discovered that Polish is part of our heritage,
So, do you know how to dance Polish?
we're off to learn what it's really like to be a Polish Texan.
Polish dances are really fun to watch, with beautiful traditional costumes and festive footwork performed with symphonies from famous composers, including Poland's own Frederick Chopin. Wawel is the community's dance group that brings the fun to every festival. Whether it's the music, the dancing, or the famous food, spending the afternoon at the Polish Harvest Festival is something we never miss.
Nikki, I heard you part Polish. Do you know how to make pierogies?
I am Polish, but I don't know how to make pierogies.
It's time to head into Kids Eye View's Culture Kitchen with the experts, two Polish moms. Victoria Pollock and Joanna Marzik help us whip up a family favorite, pierogi. Not only do we make something delicious with new friends, it's a true cultural experience where family tradition mixes with fun.
2, 1, go!
And you never know what's going to happen.
When we gonna stop? When the plate is empty or what? Are you gonna...
Pierogi are Polish dumplings made with sweet or savory fillings. We're going to make them just like our great-grandmother Stasha did. 5 easy ingredients make these little pockets of Polish heaven. Bring on the pierogies.
A little messy, so we have to put your pretty patriotic apron on. And your hands gonna get very dirty, so we're gonna wash them with you a gazillion times, but at least your belly will stay clean.
Victoria brings out her grandfather's stolica.
This is called stolica in Polish. This is at least 30 years old, so actually I have it for half of my life. And even though it's all beat up, and you can see that it's been through a lot and it has a paint stain on it, I love it because my grandpa made it for me. And he passed away a couple years ago, so this is pretty much all what I have as a souvenir from him. And this, in Poland, is a joke that you need when you're a wife. You need one of those when your husband comes from work and you met at him, you use that on his head. But that's only for when he doesn't behave, okay?
These rolling pins might come in handy for sisters too. First, we tackle the filling.
And part of it is farmer cheese, then a little bit of cheddar cheese, lots and lots of pepper, and some salt. And what you do, you gently roll it, go into the sides, so you make this a little why don't you grab a piece, put it on your palm, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. When you're gonna get one of those pretty balls, you got it? You fast, okay. Now we're gonna finish every single one of them. So we have to boil all those pierogies after we finish. And you know it's gonna take away. Put your fingers in it and dump it in the middle. No, and this is better than mine, so I think it's mother approved. We're learning something, okay. First, who is older? Right, okay, let's put a little pressure on it. Roll to the front, roll to the back. Stay in the roll and roll.
Hey, this is like art class.
Put a little more pressure. Now squeeze the filling inside. That's supposed to stay intact. We just gonna cut it.
And go for a swim.
The onion is getting ready. Let's put a little bit of sauté onion.
Finally, the pierogies ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ready for a little contest, that is.
3, 2, 1, go! I see one and one. I see another one coming. That makes it 2. But they cannot stick out. They have to be in your mouth, baby. Yeah, you cheating a little. Put them in your mouth. They have to be in your mouth.
You're chewing them.
Okay. Okay. Don't talk. Just stuff your mouth, little chipmunks. I see third one come. You eating them. That's one. That's a yellow. That's a. I see 3 and 2, baby. Fourth one is coming, and your 30 seconds is up almost. I see a winner right here.
The Polish Harvest Festival is going on right now in the memorial area of Houston at Our Lady of Czestochowa Polish Catholic Church at 1731 Blaylock. We hope to see you there.
Chodźmy!
Thanks for watching Kids Eye View Real World Real Fun and exploring your world with us. Where in the world is Kids Eye View going next?
We gotta leave our mark.
Find out Saturday, October 3rd at 12 noon, right here on KHOU.
Yeah.